tonight is just, to come out second night in a row. I can hear
That's
people
why,
over
yeah,
here.
that's why
Is
he
that
was
okay? Or,
looking at
Yeah,
I'm kind of tired of it.
yeah, okay, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Second time in a row coming out against a team that was among the best in the East last year, to come out with a big lead early on. What are you guys doing that's allowing you to set the tone? 29-6, now 28-11 tonight.
Well, we're trying to come in with a really high level of focus. Our coaching staff does a great job of giving us what we need to be prepared. And we have to go out and execute the game plan. So just coming together 1 through 11 and really owning our job every night from the beginning. This team at home, is very good. We've had some tough games here against them, so we wanted to make sure we came out from the beginning and came, with the Lynx way that we know. And not trying to figure it out. We wanted to start off well, and that's what we were able to do. Just being tough defensively, trying to make it hard for their key players to get touches and to score, and just running, getting in transition and utilizing our post players. And we've got some of the greatest mid-range shooters on our team with Simone and Lindsay. So we hey, water's wet, baby.
The flip side of that is to have 5 players who can create their own shots. Do you find that just in total is essentially making it easier for you to be more efficient the way you were looking to be at the start of the season?
Well, definitely having players that can create their own shots is great. You for sure want to have those individually gifted players, but when we're together on the same page, screening, moving, cutting, in the spots where we know we need to be and removing the ball, it's even harder because we can really take advantage of those gifts. We can create those outnumbered situations. So, I just remember telling Rebecca when we were out of the game for a little while in the first quarter, how great that first 5 was because everybody had touched the ball, had contributed, had scored. And it's always the best way because everybody feels involved and has a momentum and creates some momentum for the whole team.
Just, the best record in league history is 29-5 by Phoenix back in 2014. Do you think this team's going to lose 5 times all season?
Oh, goodness. I'm not even thinking that far ahead. It's a very hard thing that Phoenix did that year. They were definitely rolling, and there's potential for this team to do some really, really cool things that we've never done before. And so knowing that is out there for us, we're going to stay motivated and stay hungry and focused to respect every opponent and come out ready to play in an extremely competitive league. So of course that'd be amazing, but it's going to take day by day, game by game, and today we got to step closer to that.
Do you feel as if you are refreshed and efficient game in, game out the way you were hoping to be coming into the season? Have you been able to pace yourself in the way you were hoping to?
Well, I think it's more so my team is better than ever, and I am trying to figure out how we can all be great and not just take those moments to feel like I've got to do more than I need to. So it's great to say, I want to be more efficient and try to utilize everybody, but if you don't have the people to do that, it's not going to work. We have the people to do that. So it's really fun. It's really exciting to come out every day and see how are we going to put this together today. And it definitely will pay off for us in the end, as far as people feeling just a little more, I think, refreshed and more confident because we've been involved. Everyone's been involved for the whole season.
How much do you think it's helped to start the season playing at Mercury twice, you played at Indiana, now you're playing this game? Do you think that's helping you be even more sharp to start the season, knowing that you're facing kind of the heavyweights right off the bat as a team?
Well, everybody we play presents their own challenge, but there's definitely been a couple that have been fun just because they've got some rivalry feels, and those are obviously fun to start the season off, and then we play another game on ESPN2, and just to have fun with it. 4 out of our 6 games have been on the road. That's how it was drawn up for us, and we've embraced it and we've taken it as a challenge. So look forward to continuing to see how this first half of the season unravels with playing everybody for the first time in these next few weeks, and hopefully we can continue to play Lynx basketball.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Why is it that this team has never encountered anything like what Phoenix has right now, where there's a real finite period where teams are good in this league historically over 20 years, and you guys have really avoided hitting those potholes for really now like half a dozen seasons?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a very unique and special situation that we do have. And I'm so grateful to be drafted into a team that was on the brink of that. I think, taking all those years before I got here, and our run started in 2011, 2010, they were building and injuries and different things, but it took time. So it averaged itself out. But we've got great leaders, great players, and the captains that I came in with as a rookie with Rebecca and Simone are just consistent. Consistent as can be. Rebecca Bronson is one of the most consistent, dominant players ever. With 4 rings. So that's a key piece. Our coaching staff does a great job of making sure that they constantly bring in players to continue to make our team deep and competitive. So we're fortunate to be where we are, and we want to continue it.
Maya, you guys have gotten up to big leads and then lost in the past 2 years. What have you seen in that time where you guys have lost those big leads?
Defensively, not being as consistent. Teams make runs. That's the name of the game. But to be able to kind of stop those runs quicker, is something that we'll continue to try to do. Being able to get good shots offensively and not letting our offense, lead to them in transition, lead to the other team's transition. But we stop the bleeding somehow and try to figure out a way to close out the games. We never panic. It's just a matter of resisting that team's push to come back when they are down big. So it's going to be the name of the game. We're going to have to come back sometimes. Other teams are going to be fighting against us, and we just have to be able to stop those runs quicker, sooner every time it happens.
You guys did a good time of containing Team Charles at the beginning of the game, but at the end she kind of started to show through a little bit more like how she usually does. So what was it about the second half of the game? Like, was it harder to contain her than you thought it would be?
Well, I think there's definitely some sequences where we got a little out of rhythm defensively because of our offense, and she's great at taking advantage of those moments. So, just trying to make her touches a little bit, trying to make her touches hard. It's hard to do for 40 minutes, and we thankfully did it long enough to come out with the win. But she's not going to stop. She's one of those players that's going to keep going. I have to look at the video maybe a little bit more and see different areas, but it's a hard task. You have to try to slow her down. It takes a team effort. Rebecca Brunson did a great job for transitions. Trying to just make it hard. But she's aggressive and very skilled in the post.
Natasha Howard's help defending, has that played a part, and how much has just knowing Sills back there to block shots played a part in being able to allow you guys sort of stay within your own lanes on the defensive end?
Our post players do a great job of helping us as guards. They're just very in tune with what we need in certain moments, and it can be harder than others when you're playing against really explosive guards like tonight. But they give us some comfort, but we don't want to get lazy and just think, they got it. So because we as guards try to not take advantage of them, and they do their best to have our backs, it works well. And we end up helping each other great. But yeah, Natasha had a ridiculous block today, a two-handed something crazy, and I was screaming at her because I was so excited. I was like, we got to play. Because she had a really key block. So really proud of the way she stepped in and owned her defensive jobs.
Maya, you got out to a real quick start today. First quarter, you shot about 5 for 6, 11 points, and your team built a big 17-point lead. How do you feel about your game right now? I mean, you're shooting the ball phenomenal as far as I can see. What do you feel about your you played the first 6 games?
I'm pretty pleased with it. Just happy that able to to make my shots. Just trying to get to spots on the floor where I know that are good for me and good for the team. Just trying to continue to find those moments to create shots within the flow of what we're doing offensively, and not taking tough or hard shots and forcing things. So that's kind of my mindset this year of taking as few hard shots as possible. If I'm taking a hard shot, that probably means one of my teammates is open, and just trying to be more mindful of finding them, and it's really created a good flow and feel for our team.
How do you feel about the new additions to your team, Gia Perkins?
Say it again?
Natasha, how do you feel about the new additions that you have to your team?
I'm so grateful to have those two. T coming in as one of the younger players, her third. And she's really embraced what we're about, and excited about her potential. Yeah. And then we have Gia, veteran who, still I think getting there within the flow of our team. She's working every day to find her rhythm, but in the meantime, she's being a great defender. And she's coming in, not hanging her head, and really contributing to our defensive identity with that toughness. And then when you least expect, she gets an and one or comes in and hits a jumper, because she's an all-star. And that's going to really pay dividends for us down the stretch coming off the bench.
Also, with Brunson being inside and Big Sill is inside, I see that you have Macavo playing out at the top. Not you, the coach does. And she seems to have a nice touch. Do you think that's going to be part of what you use a lot is in the game?
Yeah, Janelle's
that way?
Janelle's great. We had her in 2013, 2014, and we worked really well together. She's someone who facilitates our offense and keeps the flow going. Great screener, great passer, and can hit the open shot up top. So, she knows who she is, and it's just another reason that we can have some breathing room, some security off the bench. And she's only gonna get better as she gets acclimated again to our team this year.
Maya, just dominance has been the watchword of your entire career and success. But the numbers you're putting up here this season, leading the league in net rating, just across the board, are the best of your WNBA career. Do you still have the capacity to surprise yourself with reaching another level?
Yeah, sure. I don't think it's a secret that I'm great when my team is great. So this team is great. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. This is going to be a really fun season, I think, in continuing to discover how good we can be together, and we're really committed to that. And I just don't really try to focus on necessarily my stats in the moment. I just want to make sure that I'm doing whatever is required in the situation, whether that's cutting hard or setting a screen or making a good pass to get our offense moving. And then I'm fortunate to be on a team that wants to see me succeed. So at some point I'm going to get the ball and score and contribute and do what I do. So excited that when the team is doing well, I can also have success. And so can everyone in this system, how we run it, can be successful when everyone else is successful. It doesn't have to be me or the team. So that's what I've been enjoying.
Thank you. All right. Safe travel.
Can I get a little sneaker cam action too, real quick? Yes, dope.
I need to stretch. Get this
Stretch it out. Let me put the light on. There you go. Flash it.
What's up?